You got something to say? You want to add to the show? What are you waiting for? Don't just sit there. Say something. Now, back to the studio with Rod.
Hard to believe that it's overtime already. This has been a lot of fun today.
Lightning speed.
Lightning speed. I want to thank our guests, Wade Redden, Arash Madani, Brandon Crow, and Justin Simpkins. A wrapper on things that we have been talking about today, and one that we haven't. I didn't know if I was going to put in the firing of the head coach and general manager, Chris Lugut in Estevan. I understand the Junior A talk. While it happens to be a guilty pleasure of mine, does it maybe transform to a national audience?
Yep.
But it's still a Junior A hockey team that's a very close friend of mine, Chris Lugut. And I should tell you this, however long he's been there, 6, 7, 8 years, when I went down there to MC his dinner for the very first time, he said, as long as I'm here, I want you hosting our sportsman's dinner every year.
Wow.
So I've done it. And it's been, I mean, I get as much out of it as they do, probably more.
Yep.
Meeting guys like Ray Bork, did the one with Corey Chamberlain, Marty McSorley, Morris Lukowicz, Stu Grimson, Reed Simpson. I mean, I love it. And that's just a friendship that we've had. I've had the opportunity to do recovery coaching with his players. I mean, we've had a great relationship. So whatever the Bruins' reasons are, I'm sure they have their own reasons. From what I'm told, it's not because of success, because they've been a contender there every year since he's been there. So while I'm not a fan of the decision, it's their team. I did talk to Chris yesterday, and he's looking forward to his next opportunity. I don't know if you have any more thoughts other than that. But what can you say? You don't like to see it.
No. I mean, he's been a friend of the show. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens, and it happens in sports more often. Yeah, I know we think of them like family, and we get so ingrained in the communities. But you know what? It's sports, and there is no 30, 40, 50-year, I'm going to stay here forever.
No.
Because you have that stress, you have different things, your way of doing business creates success, but it's not going to please everybody. So it just runs its course. That happens.
And that's what he said, and which, by the way, leads me into the final topic here with the Calgary Stampeders. While as mind-blowing as it is, and just my wife last night was giggling like crazy, reading the reactions from people on Facebook with the Stampeders putting up a jersey, a Bo Levi photo with a Pedersen 19 jersey on. Like, it was amazing. The reaction of people. I understand that it blows people's minds to think, how could the Calgary do this with the Rider guy? But I'm not the Rider guy anymore. And there it is. Thank you for putting it up for our viewers. Look at that. That's Bo Levi Mitchell on the right, walking out of the tunnel wearing a Pedersen 19 jersey. My family likes it. And I remember talking to Lana Mueller, she's the daughter of Ron Lancaster, the mother of Mark Mueller, Stampeders assistant coach. And I just said to her, how hard is it to just change teams like that? Because her dad went from the Riders to the Riders to TV, to the Eskimos, to the Ticats. And she goes, you know what? It's not that hard, she said. For me, moving on.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't find it that difficult.
No. You just pack up your bags and move on.
Well, I'm just saying, the BC Lions were first. We got the jersey hanging out in the lobby that they sent, and now the Stampeders are being... I mean, as one guy wrote in on Facebook last night, how could that be construed as anything but respect? You're not going to put somebody's name on your jersey that you can't stand the sight of.
Right.
You wouldn't do that.
No, but understanding the game, and it's funny, and it's great marketing, and yeah, BC softened the most. I mean, the bobbleheads, you talked about the jersey.
First.
Winnipeg softened with the fans. I don't see any Bomber merch in here, any Bomber memorabilia.
They just don't hate me yet. That's changed.
Yeah.
That's a win as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And I think we're still light years away from the Stampeders actually sending you anything. That was a big gesture, though, with the jersey. I like that.
One of our viewers, Nelson Hakowicz, writes in and says, one of the best things to come out of isolation was the Calgary Stampeders doing that. Alan Lee, our intern, from wherever he is, I haven't seen Alan in far too long. He says it's an olive branch from Calgary, and that's a great way to end it. I don't know what to say other than that. People were writing it on Facebook saying, fire back, Rod. I'm like, what would I fire back? There's nothing. Why would you fire back anything to that?
Yeah. I don't think you can.
I'm still waiting for them to delete the tweet, and they haven't yet.
Let it happen.
It's the biggest spoof and mind game of all time.
Yeah.
I probably won't sleep again tonight trying to figure out why they did it. It worked.
Yeah.
Anything else, Clark?
Well, with all due respect to our guests, Wade Redden, Brandon Crowe, Rash Medeni, Justin Simpkins.
The Stamps might be.
Well, I think it's the Stampeders social media guy as up for Rockstar of the Day, or Jordan, because he got a Rash Medeni to crack up with those lower third enthusiasts. So maybe Director Jordan and the Stampeder social media guy would go head to head. That's just my thought for the Rockstar of the Day.
What Darren is talking about is the Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions Rockstar of the Day. Who is the Rockstar of the program today? Wade Redden, the 1,000-game NHLer that was on. Sportsnet's Rash Medani. Potentially Jordan, our director. The Calgary Stampeders social media person. Justin Simpkins may be on there. Brandon Crowe, the voice of the Wheat Kings. Hey, vote now on Twitter. Tomorrow on the show, John Frenzy returns. Don't even get me started on Frenzy.
It's been 2 weeks.
I know. Tomorrow. Because Lynch has asked me to come by his house and film him, even though he's not coming into the studio, because he has an elaborate costume to wear. Ricky? Might be.
Oh, my. I might not sleep tonight thinking about that.
TSN's Dwayne Ford, who, quite frankly, I call Canada's Mel Kiper. He really, he used to work on the Score.
Yep.
Long before TSN. And he nailed every single pick in the CFL draft. I want to say it was about 06. And I'm like, that is godlike. Because nobody wants to do CFL draft projections or mock drafts, really, because it's so off the board. And he nailed them all. I think that's when TSN really said, whoa, this guy knows what he's talking about. They brought him on board like within a year of that.
Yeah.
So Dwayne Ford will be on with us. Brian Snow, my new friend from Terre Haute, Indiana, sports talk host down there, which, by the way, the reason I find that so funny, do you know who Larry King is?
Yes.
Do you, Clark? Legendary talk host, and they say, Larry King. He's like 87 pounds, right? And he's got the slick, the suspenders. He used to do that show, Larry King Live, right? And he would take calls, and it would be, East Lansing, Michigan, hello. Terre Haute, Indiana, hello. French Lick, Kentucky, you're on the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's actually on the air in Terre Haute, Indiana.
That's cool.
Slippery Rock, Arkansas, hello. I just loved it.
That's great.
And we got Brian Snow on tomorrow from Terre Haute, Indiana. Hello. And the guys from the Drive the Green Golf podcast. They got some stuff. I want to talk golf too.
Good.
So I picked up, was out in Milestone on the weekend. I know we got to go. I just want to tell one fast story. I was out in Milestone on the weekend, went out to check on Big Bird, and I was looking around the house, and I'm laughing because Landon, one of our P1s, writes in and he says, we have Carol Baskins calling in today live from Florida. Tampa Bay, hello. Anyways, my dad's leather head covers were in the garage. Dallas Stars black leather head covers. I'm like, how did this slip by me? I'm taking these. Mm-hmm. So I was driving around, and we had a parking lot coffee meeting with my friend Mike and Joanne on the weekend. Yep. And I said, hey, Mike, you got to see these head covers. He goes, are you going to actually golf this year or just drive around and show people? So I want to talk some golf tomorrow. I know we got stuff to do. We got a photo shoot to do right now. So we're saying goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain right here on Facebook Live. Put them up, Paul.
You're watching Rod Pedersen on demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.